Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Chynn, and today I'll be giving you some updates about what took place on the day of my accident. Now you guys can grab a glass. I'm drinking June plum juice. Let's chit chat. If you are not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Share the link with a friend so that they can be notified that Chynn is on the block. Alright guys, so go right ahead right now. I'm waiting. Alright, the wait is over. Thank you guys for your subscriptions and stay tuned for the rest of this video.
Gonna be alright.
Alright guys, so let's jump right into this video. So the day of my accident happened like a day just like today. I woke up, I told my husband that I'm going to need the car because I'm going to have to go to church in the afternoon to record the song that we'll be doing on Sunday. Mainly because the government actually told us that only 10 persons will be allowed into church. So we had to go by the rule as children of God. We have to abide by the rules of the land, and therefore even though we might not think that it's necessary, we have to do what we have to do, right? On that day I actually told my husband that I'll need the car to go by the church, and he asked me if I could go to Maple to drop off some stuff. He's not the first that he's asking me to do stuff, so I said yes. And being that I had to be by the church at 4, I said no problem, and Promise and I went. So we left and we went to Maple, and we got there safe. Okay, on our way back, that's when the situation happened. We met into the accident. This was a bittersweet moment for me because I was not in the car by myself. Christiana was in the car with me. You guys know Christiana Promise. She's always on my YouTube channel, so you guys know her. And guys, I've been having terrible flashback on the day of the accident, and I wasn't driving fast because you guys know I don't really like fast driving, whether I'm driving myself or whether somebody else is driving me, period. I do not like fast driving. So coming back, I wasn't driving fast, even though I could, because it's the highway, and so even though the highway was smooth, I still wasn't speeding. A dog ran in front of me and I lost total control of the car, and I don't even know how to explain it. It bumped, it turned, it twisted, it dropped, and a bag of things happened, guys. But I don't know. Things do happen in life, and we just have to live with it and just be grateful, because I could have lost my life, and I know a lot of people are rejoicing over what happened. But let me just say this: I do not condemn you, because at the end of the day, you have to get some fight in life. You have to go through some stuff in life. Everything will not come easy. Alright, so yes, I've experienced accident for the first time in my life, but I'm happy that it happened because I've learned a lot. Promise dealt with the accident better than I expected. For a child who has never been involved in an accident before, she just did with it like a nothing. Because when we went to the doctor, not the hospital, I was going to say the hospital, but that was not correct. When we went to the doctor and we told the doctor what happened, she was like, "What? Y'all meet in such an accident and you guys came here walking to the doctor?" And I'm like, yeah. I mean, God is good. We serve a God who never fails, and that's something that I live on, and that is something I will always sing on. God never fails. And that morning I got up. It could have been my last. It could have been my last, but guess what? It was not. And the devil could not rejoice over my life, because guess what? He lost the battle once more. So yeah, Christiana was so scared, but then after the accident she was not, and that made me feel even better, because Like, guys, I don't know what I would have done if something happened to her. Okay, not to mention her dad. All right, guys. So the accident, it was tragic. The car is totally written off, totally, and persons would look at it as a loss. I do not look at it as a loss. I look at it as a gain, because you have to lose in order to gain, right? And yes, my husband, he works very hard. Let me just put that out there. He works very hard for what he wants. Before he bought that car, he saved his money and he bought that car with cash. So I know that it was going to be hard for him, but his reaction to everything, to me, I did not expect that reaction, because what he's saying is that he's happy that it's the car that he lost and not his wife and his daughter. And that made me feel so special, because guys, I was saying to myself that he's going to kill me on the accident, on the day of the accident. And persons on the scene were saying, no, Brownie, not say that. And a whole heap of people meet in an accident like this and them not live, an even less accident than this, and them not live, and you're happy that you're living and you're standing here, your stepdaughter alright and you alright. And persons call my husband, and when them call up my husband, he didn't hesitate. He left the work and he came right on time. And I can remember while we were there in the sun, there was a gentleman that was driving a RAV4 on the opposite side of the highway going to Maple, because we were coming back to Spanish Town. He came out of his vehicle and he handed us a new umbrella. I remember another person went into his car and he took out a sound box so I could sit on the highway. I remember another person asked me if I was feeling pain because I was crying from my chest, and he asked me if I want some pain tablet, and I said I can't because I have not ate lunch as yet. And you can't take pill for hungry belly. And somebody went into the car and got me a bun and cheese and a ice cold water, guys. So let me tell you, when the enemy a fight, gotta fight for you. So you just have to live on these words. When man a fight, gotta wipe them out. I got so many help on the highway that day. It was crazy. Promise was in another woman's hand and she was nurturing Promise, and some other persons were over me. And let me tell you, a lot of persons stopped. Persons on the opposite side and on my side. Persons stopped and they were like, don't worry yourself. This too shall pass. I've met an accident before and God blessed me with something bigger and better. And persons were just pouring out into me. And when my husband came and he, in front of the car, guys, in front of the car, and he come over with his wife, a nice clean wife, and a nice clean daughter. And you know what he said? He said, I could have come here and see you guys on the floor, on the ground, on the road rather, and red and yellow tape all over on them. But guess what? You guys are alive, and for that I'm grateful. And for that made me grateful and appreciate it even more. Can you remember? There was this woman there, she was with me right through the accident. Like, when I came out of the car, she was there with me until my husband came. And she was like, don't cry. I've been through accident before. I know what it feels like. And now you feel like giving up because such an expensive car just gone down the drain. But girl, God will give you bigger and better when the time is right. And let me tell you something, I live on those words, because after the accident and when the record took us home, and the amount of persons that I see appeared out of nowhere in such short space of time, and the things that persons had to say that I heard, and I was like, it's crazy how people rejoice for other persons' downfall. But this is not something that I will let loose lightly, because this had to happen for us to prove God one more time. Ever since my husband got baptized, he has not proven God in a supernatural way in Christendom, and this is a testimony for both him and I. So yeah, this is something that we have to be grateful for. I'm very happy that I have life. Every single day I post on my status how happy I am to have life. Let's cheer to that one, guys, because guys, I could have been dead. My husband could have been looking about 2 funerals right now. And I'm just grateful. I am just grateful for everything that I've heard out there. And for this, I heard that one person saying, Tonii'z crashed Jeremy in expensive car. Why couldn't it be, I am happy that they came out of the accident alive? Why couldn't it be something like that? Why do you have to jump to the part where it's expensive? This is vanity. And when God takes from us, He's opening another door to give us something bigger. So for that, I'm also grateful. And let me just turn this around a little bit to encourage somebody out there. Whenever a door closes, do not sit and sigh and cry about it. Give God thanks. Because in a situation like mine, where I could be pronounced on that day, and I wasn't, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm happy, I'm well. This is something to be grateful for. So rather than sitting down crying and saying, oh, I lost this, I lost my job, I lost my car, I lost this and I lost that, guys, be grateful and give thanks. Because God never close a door without opening another one. Okay, so for all the well wishers, guys, I thank you so much. Thank you for reaching out, thank you for calling, thank you for the messages, thank you for all the response that I got. I appreciate those. And yes, I still have a few persons that I was looking out to hearing from and I did not. But guys, that's nothing also. Because sometimes it's better to hear from the ones who actually care than from the ones who don't. You understand? And that's something that I live on. So guys, thank you so much. I promised that I wouldn't be long. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and you know, it's just a pleasure to come in here and explain in short what really happened. And you know, God is in control, and with him in the midst, we can all smile at the storm. The storm will come, trials and tribulation will come. You will feel like giving up. You'll feel like, okay, there's no better out there for me, and everything I do, it just seems like everything keeps crashing. I don't know if I can make it. Just believe that while God is alive and well, he will do it for you. The songwriter said he will do it again for you. Just take a look at where you are now and where you're coming from. Just believe that God can do it for you. Thank you once more for tuning in to my like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for another video coming soon. Thank you.
Right here. Here's where she hit first. She followed the embankment. There's a line of the crash. All the way. How